Hello. Um, Now I've I've come to the conclusion that it's actually just easier on me to record these on my computer. Um, it's not that it's easier to record. It's just easier to upload. Um, so you might see more of these in this format rather than from my phone. Phone is going to be more in like different places. Um, I'm going to try and vary the places, vary the location as well, as in not from my house. Um, so, oh wow. Um, okay, so I have some. What I'm gonna imagine are going to be some bad beers. Um, so first of all, the thing that I just groaned at. This beer that I'm having is owned by the Heineken company. Uh, I'll have to do a Heineken for New Year's. Oh my god! Oh god! With the new rating system, that might even reach a zero. Um, but yeah. So what have we got today? We've got something called Pelforth Blonde. Now it was between this and like the blonde bit of like that coming I did like I want to say last week from when this goes out. And the one I found really bad. I've got another one. It's not an IPA, it's blonde. This is also blonde, uh, and this has it's remarkable. It's remarkably dull. This is the most boring can I have ever seen. One of them, like you see this, you see this on the shelf. This isn't going to be the one that you buy unless it's really good and like you've had it before. But yeah, so this is 5.8. Who knows? What's in the can might be really, really nice. Oh dear. It kind of. I don't want to get my first taste split. Just taste stuff that throws out. Throws out. Uh, I I already like. I can smell it. I really don't have a high opinion of what I think I'm about to have. I think I got a bit of head in that. Um, so it doesn't smell great. It's like doesn't. There's some bits that smell strong, but it's like I did smell like some of it. It doesn't really. Okay, so let's go for this. Okay, okay. I'm gonna be honest. I expected it. I was like you saw I got some on my hand. I was expecting it to be really watery. That's my biggest problem with Heineken. Um, I was expecting it to be watery like a Heineken. Um, it's nah. There's some flavor. It's You know, it's quite bitter, quite bitter indeed. It's kind of it's a little bit imperially. It's how do I describe it? It tastes a little bit irony, like a little bit metallic, um, which is actually the Amsterdam Max Mayo, which I tend to have on Fridays. Not because I enjoy it like too much, but because it gets the job done. And that one's tastes a little bit metallic-y, um, which I mean I I don't know many people that would really enjoy that kind of taste. So yeah, I'm not sure. This one is nowhere near as strong as that though. This is a 5.8, and can't really describe too much more of the taste because really much more of it. Oh my god, that's so sharp, so bitter. Oh, this is a wake up bit. This this gives you a kick. Um, this really gives you a kick. Like if I wasn't looking at the 5.8% on the bowl on the can, I would not be putting this at a 5.8%. I would be I would be putting this. What would I be putting this at? Okay, I'd say it's a little bit watery. That one. Wait, it's too bitter for me. I'd be placing it around like 9 or 10% taste wise. Oh, I'm gonna be honest. Like, at least it's not boring. As as one of my favorite singers of all time once said, just don't make it boring. By the way, that was actually Freddie Mercury in reference to Queen songs, and he basically said, "Do what you like with them, just don't make it boring." So I love that. Like I love that mentality. Like you cover stuff, do what you want, change it, just add to it. I love that. Um, yeah, with this, it's like that speaks a lot about the man, by the way. I mean, but by the sound of it, he was anything but boring in all aspects of life. Oh, this is like this is too far. This is too much. They went too far with this. It's so bitter to the point where it really doesn't taste good. It's way too bitter. Oh, oh, this is this is gonna be rough to finish. Um, this might be one I don't finish. Oh my god, this is like this is like, but then instead of not trying enough, they try too hard. Oh, might be that it's freezing. It might be that it's just really cold here. That like it's ruining my palate. Maybe it is actually chilly, very very cold. Um, that being said, um, nowhere near as cold as my one of my friends had recently. It recently had so he gave me in Fahrenheit, and I translated this into Celsius. Close to -28 degrees Celsius. Holy, that is cold. That is really cold. I couldn't bear that. I don't know how he does it. I mean, he works from home like some days, so it's like yeah, like make the most of that because some people can't and they'd have to go out in that weather. Like you're fortuitous that you don't have to go out in that weather. I don't know if he did. I don't think he did. I think he said he was staying home that day, working from home. Yeah, actually, a friend that I met in over the summer. Yeah. Oh, this look. It's bad to the point where I'm considering adding extra stuff to this to make this bearable. This is at the start. I thought this was like a bit of a good one. Like the first sip was a surprise. It was surprisingly good. Then the next one, every sip after has been going down in rating. I'm a little bit down at the moment because uh, orca season's passed, completely passed. Like the orcas are gone. Like there's no sightings at the moment, and like I'm actually I guess there are big sightings every so often, but yeah, like Orca Lab, not saying Northern Residents, um, Whale Museum, the Whale Museum webcam heard quite a few humpbacks the other night. I was listening to that live, and that's pretty cool. And it was like it was like 1 or 2 in the morning for them, so that's pretty cool. And you couldn't see anything; it was pitch black. It was just raining, but you could hear the humpbacks from the hydrophone. So that was cool. Uh, as far as orcas, you can't see anything on the webcam at the moment. Um, I mean, they've got big surrounds, so yeah. I mean, I don't. I've not heard any kind of signs from JK or L Pod in the last 3 weeks. No, I'm gonna say 2 weeks because the last time they were all. The last time I think Southern residents were spotted was the 1st of December. Might be mistaken on that, but as the moment of recording this video, which actually was only like a fortnight ago, so which is actually crazy late in the season for them to still be around. Oh, I'm actually like because I'm going back to America in 2026, and I want to live stream one of my boat trips. And if there's a boat trip that I live stream, I really want it to be if I have one boat trip that sees the southern residents, I want that to be the one I'm streaming. Now, granted, so uh, whether I'm allowed to actually stream from the boat is another matter. So I'm going to be when I book with the same place I went with this year. When I book with them, I'm going to send them an email like, "Am I allowed to live stream from the boat?" If they say no, I respect the decision. I will still do some live streaming, but it won't be from the boat. That live streaming will most likely be shore-based whale watching. I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited for that. I'm gonna get like a proper streaming camera for that, like as in handheld camera, not what I'm looking into right now. Handheld camera that's gonna be really good. Like take fantastic videos. I'm gonna get a new phone that can do 5G, so that I can actually stream it all. That's I am so looking forward to that again. I have to go back. I loved that place so much, and people were so freaking nice there. That's the other thing, and I know I go on about that holiday a lot in these videos. Just got a drink alarm. I actually don't have a drink alarm, but like my mind has a mental drink alarm. Because that's the only way I'm getting through this travesty of a beer. Um, looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped for that. Like it's something to look forward to. And let me just say that the biggest thing in life, and anyone that's got like any kind of like mental dips, like depression, like feeling down and everything. Right, can I tell you one trick that I think really helps, and it's definitely helps with me with my mood? You always need something to look forward to. Like you need to have planned something, or like say you're gonna do that then, like, or this is gonna happen then. You always need something to look forward to, because if you don't have something to look forward to, you're just dwelling on the now, and like it's the now is probably not that great if you're in that kind of mood anyway. So always looking ahead to something in the future that's going to be amazing is really good. Like to keep your spirits up and like your mood positive. And I definitely feel that, because like first half of this year, I was so like positive, and like coming back off holiday, like I was on a buzz for like 2 or 3 months, and then it started to dip, and it's still kind of dipping, but I'm like, okay, the dip is kind of slowed down by me having settled in my mind that like I'm going back in 2026, and also the realization that this kind of trip doesn't have to be every other year. My current situation, it can be every year, and that was mind blowing. And I'm like, okay, for it to be every year, I really need to make sure I get that time off work when I want it. Um, I think every year is not going to be feasible, because like then I have to wait for approval for like time off work. Since like every year I'm gonna like be asking you for advance, I'm not gonna get an advance, so I'm gonna have to wait, and then that means I'm gonna have to book stuff like quite late, and price is gonna go up, and yeah, at that point I probably can't afford to do it every year. I I want to do at least every other year. So that's why even though I bought a camera this year, I'm already looking for a new camera, a better camera. So I think my current camera I'm gonna keep for photographs, but I I want one that's got a manual focus, um, interchangeable lenses, um, and it has to have a decent analog zoom. None of this digital zoom BS, because the digital zooms are terrible. Like, look at phones. Um, but the problem is, like, I can get something like that, but then it's gonna suck on the video, and I want something that's gonna be good at video as well, because I want to be taking video. Actually, maybe what I might do is just get one that's specialized for video. That's where the streaming comes in. Get something that's really good for video, and then if I need photos, I just take a frame from a video as a photo. Won't be as high quality because it'll be in like 4K, but like the photos I take are like in way higher resolution than that. Like we're talking like, I don't know. Okay, so 4K you can't really. I don't think you can really convert 4K into photos really, because like video resolution includes the frames per second, and I think 4K is like something with like 60 FPS, and I want to be filming in 60 FPS. That looks more natural than 30 FPS. It looks like you're there with 60 FPS. But with photos I take are like they're big. Like file size is enormous on them, and they're like 4,000 pixels by something else. And I don't. So I'll get one that's good at videos, because I have one that's probably like pretty decent at taking photos. Really, I am open to suggestions. If anyone has suggestions for good good cameras, okay, it has to be good for nature photography. Video is maybe the priority. It has to have anti-shake and some kind of stabilization, because I don't know if you've seen my hands. Like, I can't keep my hands still. Like, I don't know if you see that on stream or on video. Sorry, I literally cannot keep my hands steady. And I also, you've already seen as well on all of these videos, I have tics, particularly with my arms and hands as well. It's like my neck and my arms and hands. And the biggest, like, that's another big thing that I have to deal with when I'm filming, but I'm able to control it a little bit more. But then there's the boat, and the boat moves around a lot. So I really need stabilization for that. Because that I cannot control without a camera that can at least like stay focused on one position. As long as I ride the current with the boat. That makes sense. If anyone has any ideas on what I can get, yeah, let me know. This is this is rough. Okay, this is actually affecting me way more than an almost 6%. This is affecting me kind of like a 10 or 11, which is weird. Maybe I'm just on my stomach. Um, I'm just gonna grade it now, and I'll finish that out off video. There's not much left. So Pelforth Blonde. It was very, very bitter. It was not enjoyable to drink at all. It's not fun to drink. It got worse with every sip. And this, look, the last beer that I graded was pretty bad. And I can't remember what I graded it. And honestly, like, this is better than that one marginally. But I also really, really want to give this a low grade. So take from that what you will. Switch. My palette changes from week to week. Look. This is like more my palette, and yet this is going to get a lower grade, I think. So, by the way, I do just pluck these out of my head, um, based on feels. Right, my brain's settled on a number. I'm gonna give Pelforth Blonde a 3.2 out of 10. It's look, it's not boring. It's not watered down. Way too bitter to drink. This is like this is a way to quit, like, to quit drinking for you. It feels like it's really strong, but it's actually not. And it tastes really really bitter. And you're like, I could do with that. I could do without that being in my life. Thank you very much. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and yeah, until the next beer review, um, I'll see you later.